Good evening, YouTube. It is 9:07 p.m. on May the 31st of 2019, and what we're looking at here is some more detail of the UFO ships that are in the sky that I took last night. I'm on my laptop in my computer room, my little office. These were the pictures that I took last night. As you can see, May the 31st, 2019 at 2:07 a.m. So that was in the wee hours of this morning. And I want to show you all the pictures. I like my laptop because the screen is more clear. Hello, Pamela. Hello. And I haven't went to my Facebook to do a live video on these pictures yet, but I wanted to come to the YouTube channel because you all haven't seen these pictures, and I'd like to go over them. As you can see, there are more clear pictures of the UFOs that are up in the sky, and they're quite interesting. And this is in no means mere clouds that we're looking at. These are, in fact, UFOs in the sky, and they layer themselves in the sky. Good evening. And I just want to see how much detail we can get out of these as possible. And that's why I like to go over these photos. You're very welcome. Good evening. This is just one segment of the photos. And I will try my best to bring out the ships, if I can, in better detail. And we have come a long way in the past few months with these ships. And I've actually seen some kind of like little brown beings. There are some beings that are in these ships. You can see all these ships right here in the sky, in the evening sky, or the wee hours of the morning, early morning sky. And sometimes they look like they're different ones, and they do change their formations some. And some people may ask, well, Gina, how do you get these pictures? Well, I take them with my iPhone 8 and a clip-on lens. You can buy them off of Amazon. At one time, they were out of stock. They sold out, and that was last year, probably around 5-6 months ago, maybe even longer. They sold completely out. And I cannot guarantee you, if you do get a clip-on lens, that you'll get these same pictures. Yeah, I've heard that there are multiple reasons that these ships are here in the sky. I like the zoom up capability here on the YouTube. I haven't really tried it that much, but it's pretty neat. And we are having an increase of trolls, and that is that's okay. That's okay. You're going to have opposition in this life, and that's quite all right. We just stand up to it. Yeah, it is awesome to see these ships, and I don't get a negative feeling from them. I really don't. Let me try to zoom out on this. Now, there was a period of time last year where we saw these ships start coming in. First, there were a little bit, and then they kept increasing and increasing until there came a whole bunch. But not as many as we are seeing this time. There is not as many as we are seeing this time in the sky. And hello to everyone who has just tuned in. I'm just going over these photos from last night. And this is a rather unique ship. It's curved, and I guess it would be very aerodynamic as it flies through the sky. Yeah, but I just think it's so neat and colorful. And I don't use any app. There is no phone app to get these pictures, okay? I just take them. And this is in Salem, Indiana, and my camera was pointed up toward the a western sky, where the sun sets. And if you go on my Facebook page and you try to find the exit data off of this photo right here, you will not get the exit data off of here because this is a screenshot. That was the only way I could like blow these pictures up, enlarge them enough to see the details on them. You're very welcome, Ajara G. Yeah, I know that a lot of people are seeing these in the sky, but it's just amazing. And let me tell you this is a lot more clearer than, we're just going to go to that right now. If I can type that in, I'm going to turn this around. If I can type this in, Navy pilots. You all hold on with me right now. Navy pilots and their UFOs. UFO. Let's see what it brings up. Yeah, this is, we're going to go to the images. This is, our photos are a lot clearer than this. This is the only image they give us of the UFOs that they have encountered. This is it. And this is what we've got. We've got this. So when you have these trolls coming on your Facebook page like I do and others, and they say, these pictures are not clear, give me more proof. And then you have the news coming out with these pictures. You can't even make out what type this is. I find it very interesting how they've literally blacked it out, because I know that they could have added detail on those cameras on those planes. I can assure you they pick up great detail, and they didn't want us to see. But these pictures that we're getting right here is a whole lot clearer than this one that came out that was shared with the world. And you know, if you've got any questions, feel free to comment in the comment section, and I'll try to answer them if I see it. I really do. I really want to try to provide as much detail that I can of these ships so we can see what we can see, even in the small areas like that. Just look down in here. I wonder what this is down in here, because there's so much going on in the sky. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so we can get this information out there to generate it, so more people can become aware what is happening in the skies above us, because some people are not aware, some people are not looking, and they really do need to start looking. I mean, you can continue to live your life, but you should be aware that something is happening right above our heads. These look quite interesting. And hello to everyone who's just tuning in. No, I'm not, Carmen, I'm not scared that they will try to keep me quiet. They would have shut me down a long, long time ago. I would have been shut down a long time ago, I'm telling you right now. But I have not been shut down. I do believe that we will be seeing these photos as long as we are meant to see them. And when the day comes and we're not meant to see them anymore, then something will happen and we will not be seeing them. But this is a lot of detail in these pictures. I wish my big monitor was a flat screen. Well, it is flat. I wish it didn't have as many, whatever it has in it. But this is a completely smooth, the laptop screen is completely smooth. And I hope this is all right for you all to be viewing this like that. I'm not showing myself in here because I've just got this pointed at the computer, because it's about these UFO ships that are in the sky. You know what I really would like? When I got the full picture and I'm able to zoom up, I think, man, I wish there was a way, if I was that tech savvy, to hook up a wire from my iPhone into this YouTube and let you all see as I zoom up on every single area of the picture. That would be pretty sweet, pretty nice. It was dark. It's dark out at 2 o'clock in the morning. The stars were in the sky, so the sky is very dark when this image was taken. But there is oftentimes too, I've taken pictures many times when the sky was gray and no moon, no sun was shining. Of course, it's not going to shine if it's in the daytime. The moon isn't. But even at night, when the moon is not shining, I just take this picture, and my flash does go off. But here's something strange, and I have not been able to replicate it. I don't know how this happens, but it does. When I have my lens on and I have my flash turned on, it's really strange. I go to take the picture, and all of a sudden, my camera's flashlight comes on at that exact moment, and then it doesn't come on again. And I've tried to replicate it, but I cannot replicate it for the life of me. And that's how these pictures appear. It's like a flash, maybe a flash. This flash is like a signal being sent. I wanted to zoom up on this spot right here. I think we can see some markings right here. Can you see them? I know it's not super clear, but it has some kind of definition to it. This UFO ship does. Yeah, I'm not scared. Yeah, it is, and you know, as I'm looking at this, I have photographed this image right here, this ship. I think this particular ship has showed up in one of my photos as I pulled off on the Henryville exit. There was a great big old ship in the sky, and it was rainbow-like, and it had these exact markings on it. I wonder if I can go to my Facebook page, if I can open up another Facebook page and go to those pictures and find that picture, because I'd like to show you that. And I'm sorry, you're just going to have to watch me navigate. You're going to have to, well, I'm not supposed to be right here. You're going to have to watch me navigate to get to my pictures of these ships. So you just hold on one moment, because I really do want to find that picture. And I may have to zoom back a little bit to get to them. Let me do this right here. I might as well let you all watch this. I hope you do not mind, but this is a live video, and these are the pictures that I have taken. It's a whole database. If you have Facebook, you would have access to all these pictures because they are public, and you are free to share them as long as you do not do it in a derogatory manner, because that is not sharing in good faith, no matter what you say about it. You can see all these pictures right here, and I probably won't be able to see the comments because I'm scrolling through these pictures to try to find that one in Henryville. And it could be a ways back. I wasn't prepared, but you know, I just zoomed up on that, and I found that quite interesting. And yeah. Oh, these right here were codes that showed up on my phone. Those symbols right here that you're looking at right now. They showed up on my phone. It was like a Morse code or something. I didn't share that on the YouTube, but these symbols showed up. I was taking a picture of my herbs, and the screen turned green, and these were the symbols that were on my phone, all on one screen. There were rows of them. Okay, I'm probably not even going to be able to get to it in time because I'm sitting here scrolling through these pictures, but we're getting to them. You just hold on. I think we're getting pretty close. We're getting mighty close to these pictures. Well, you can see, even if, I know you've seen these right here, the ship in the sky, right here. These are undeniable. They're like ships in the sky. But I want to get to that one that looks just like, with this signature on it, right here. And I have taken a picture of it, and I just need to find it. I know this isn't how it's supposed to work, but this is how I'm doing it. And I hope you're just patient with me as we look for it. And it was not too long. Here we go, right here. I have found it. Boom. well, let's click into it right here. It has these markings on it right here. This is the ship in the sky in Henryville, okay? And this kind of looks like it too. Right here, you see this ship right here that has showed up in the photos. These are humongous. These are humongous. And if I've got a picture that matches this from the direct sky, I'm going to share it, and I know what I've taken. So we see these symbols right here in this ship, and here it is in the sky, and this is over Henryville, Indiana. Just look how big that ship is. I pulled over that day and took that picture. This is the sign that says 65 north to Indianapolis. You can't see the sign, but this is the ship. The same ship. We've got some more evidence. The same ship as what we're seeing in these photos right here. I'm going to see what happens if I hit this back button. Will it take us back to all those pictures? I want to show all that complete picture because it does tie in this picture right here. These ships are literally, they layer themselves in the sky, and you can see, yes, you can see the rainbow signature down here on these ships, the same colors, and it goes all the way across the sky right here, and it's the same ships. So we've got a direct correlation when we zoom up on these. And let's just go back a tad bit, and we can see they may look small right here, but they're not small, I promise you. They are enormous. They are enormous. And a good afternoon, good evening. If you're just tuning in, I was just remembered that I took a picture when we zoomed up. I took a picture on the off-ramp of Henryville, Indiana. We can see the rainbow-like colors, and it is the exact same rainbow-like colors that lined the sky. This was the eastern sky right here that we're looking at in Henryville, Indiana, of the ships. And they are humongous. Right here you can see absolutely humongous. This was another part of it. Yet another part of the sign, and they just have things going on. So I think that's pretty interesting. I don't know what that picture is. That's the other part of it. You can see the sign, half of it, Indianapolis, Indiana. And the ships literally, they, when you see clouds like this in the sky, it is these ships that are layered. It is these ships that are layered. Here's the sign, 65 north, Indianapolis. And here's the ships all the way across the sky. Those dark clouds you're seeing, they're not just clouds, they are literally ships in the sky. And you say, well, those clouds look strange. Yeah, they are strange because they're not clouds, they are, that's what they are, the UFO ships. So I want to close this out right here. Get back to this picture right here. I'm sorry I went on and on with that, but I just want you to know that these are the same ones. They have the same markings. We'll look at it one more time to show you how big they are and that they are indeed the same. Now we're going to finish with those rest of the pictures. And I am sorry that we went off on that, but it is very important to understand what we're looking at. And I don't know or for a fact, but this looks like a little head right here on this edge of this ship. It really does. Now here we have some more detail. Just look at that. And I don't put these colors in here. Some people have said, well, she photoshops her stuff. No, I don't. These colors are in the sky in my pictures when I take them. I don't see them, but all I have to do is adjust the brightness and the contrast, and these colors just come right out. I don't know where these ships are from. Now look, there's a circle again, like a little circular head. I don't know where these are from. Oh, I see the comments now. I didn't know what happened to the comments. I'm trying to read them, if I can push that arrow down. Okay. It's a wide angle lens for sky view. It's a wide angle lens for sky view. I've never heard of the corpuscular ship. I'm not really rehearsed on these type of ships that you're all talking about, because I just take these pictures and I share them. Look, why is that black right there? It makes me think that maybe it's an opening of some sort, but I'm not sure. Yeah, you can see that the sky is just, I wanted to say littered with them, but that's not a nice word to say. It's loaded. The sky is loaded with them. And these big round orbs, these are like humongous motherships. And can you imagine, if these are motherships right here, some kind of organic motherships, and we've seen how long these are, they are humongous also. It's just, I just don't know what to think about it at times. I really don't. And I am trying to keep my word about being more vigilant to keep you updated on what is happening in the skies. I haven't really zoomed up on that. These are the same zigzaggy-like things, these ones right here, that you see on the Soho Lasco, and I don't have an image of those right here. It would take me a while to find it in my Facebook, because I did save images of that from a few years back. And I probably will share this video, make this a video available on my Facebook also. I will copy this and put it on the Facebook so they can watch this one also. Oh, look at this. This is so neat. These ships coming out of this. I've had people try to replicate this, but they haven't done it yet. And I don't know how you would replicate any of this right here. I do not, in the detail that we have. I am just very thankful to share what we are being given. And this is that same yellow or ivory-like orb of a ship. Yeah, it is. Download my videos in case they get banned. You know, they could. I used to have a total copy every single video that I did. And I know you can get your Facebook, all your stuff downloaded. Tried to do that one time, and I never did get the thing saying your stuff has been downloaded, because I've got a lot of stuff on there. And it's okay. If it gets banned, at least it got out there when it got out there. Everything. And you will have to zoom up on these pictures if you're on the Facebook to see the detail, because you can't really see them at that big of a distance. We can zoom up some, but not really good. It's hard to get some of the close-ups. You're very welcome. And I like to include the whole section of photo on the pictures that we're going to see next. Look, these are coming out of this orb, and it's very dark. It's very dark in this picture. So it's hard to see, but these are somewhat of a close-up of some of these rainbow ships. It looks like the zigzaggedy ones are on here. I just think this is is so neat when they come out of this big old orb. Um, I love that. I really do. I keep hitting the wrong button on my cell phone. You're very welcome, Irma. Oh, Anna, I couldn't see. I'm sorry. Yeah. I actually had a picture last year of the rainbow ship, and there was a being, a brown being, as perfect, clear as day. He was setting in the top of these, and there are some brown beings. I say brown because that is the color they are, that rides these ships in the sky. I know it sounds strange. You can vaguely see the head on this one. You may not be able to see it. I can't see it because the comments are in my screen's way. But the head would be right here at the top if you were able to see it. Right there at the top. That got a little small. Okay, we're just going to make that a tad bit bigger so we can see. The Illinois sky, usually odd, and you help explain what's up. Yes, this is what's up, and I know a lot of people have been seeing the clouds that are layered in the sky. They literally are. They are like in a straight line, and they're long, and they're in a formation in the sky. It's just like if you were looking at a bunch of dominoes laying side by side. If they were up in the sky and laying side by side, that's what these clouds do. And it's these ships. I don't know if it's these particular type of ships that are side by side in the sky like this, but the ones that are side by side in the sky, I think they're pretty, you know, the white of the ships, they're very pretty. Let me see this complete photo. The white of the ships is pretty because they're cloud looking. I can put this live photo into motion. I can put the live photo into motion, and when I do, it moves like, wait, let me see if I can see the head on this one. I can't. And when I do, when these are in motion, I want to open up another screen. When these are in motion, I'm going to tell you what they look like if I can get to that comment that, oh my goodness, I have so much stuff going on my Facebook. I've got a lot of things happening, but someone commented on the Facebook, left let's see, it's in one of these comment sections. I may not be able to get to it in time. I don't like to do this on my live video, but you know, when questions arise, I want to be able to have something to compare it to. Right here, I found it. So I'm going to open this link up in another tab right here. Okay, and I want you to see something. This right here, my friend from Talking Skies, Jody Sharp, she took a video, and you could see all of these little light beings or ships flying all in and out of the sun. And this is what one of the stills of that photo would look like. So let me get back to where I was at. I was at right here. What do these look like in motion? I'm going to show you what they look like in motion. They look exactly like this NASA UFO footage with this tethering thing where they get the energy at around the 8-minute mark. If we can do this, we can watch that for a second if I can get it to play. I don't know what's going on.
This view showing
I don't know what's happening. I got to turn this off because this is not working right. Okay, you see this thing, how these move right here in this? This is the NASA footage from, I guess, one of their astronauts in space. This is exactly what these ships look like when they are in motion. They get like this bubble-like thing around them. I guess that's how they travel, in a protective bubble, but that is what they look like in motion. And I know it's kind of strange, but that is what they look like. And if you want to look at that right there, it's called NASA footage, full version. You can look at that yourself. I'm going to close that out. So back to your question. That's what they look like in motion. Yeah. See, now we got some, oh, my hand. I'm holding this with my hand, and that's okay. We've got a little bit more detail. And if you look right here, you can almost see some, looks like two eyes could be windows. I've got to wait for the comments to move out of the way, vaguely. Yeah. I'd like to see inside of these better, but this is as good as we're going to get. Yeah, magnetism. Yeah. Okay, I do really believe that there are waters above in the firmament, in that next level up. See, now we can see some more rainbow-like colors on these ships right here. You see them? The rainbow-like colors. Look at this. Look like this a window. Where am I at? Like, look like two eyes. Look like a big head, but it's probably like a spaceship, or could be a really large extraterrestrial. But look at these colors. There's a pink, green, pink and green. And it's the same as with this right here, huge ship. These are one and the same. And as you may say, well, how do you know that, Gina? Well, I don't know anything else out there that resembles that. And I just so happened to take the picture of that cloud that looked like an abnormal cloud, but it was actually a ship, and I knew it had to be a ship because it didn't look normal. So I took it. And now we can use that as evidence, supporting evidence, to support these images right here of these big ships that have like the rainbow colors on them also. And you can see them. This is the full photo right here. And I have to darken it in order to get these images to show up. Well, I'm sorry, this seems like more of a classroom. I'm getting the feeling, like I feel like I'm in a classroom teaching. But that's okay. That is quite all right. That's quite all right. Thank you, TK Presley. And this is the data on the photo that I did take it in my home in Salem, Indiana, with my iPhone 8 on May the 31st at, well, that's 2:07 a.m. I did take several pictures. So that was about the end of those. And you know what? Look at this detail. We're back at the beginning of where we started. And we're going to get to those one pictures, and we're going to, I don't know which one it was that we zoomed up on. It was this one right here. The rainbow colors right here. They are the same as this one. And you see how long it is. So again, there's this in the sky of Henryville, Indiana. You see how long, this is just a portion of it. And here they are right here. So they may appear very tiny, but they're not. They're, in fact, humongous. They are absolutely humongous. And they can layer themselves, and they can stretch out for many, many, many miles, connecting themselves to form even longer ships. Yeah, color is sound. Okay, so we're going to probably end that right there. As I flip back around to this picture right here, and I need to be ending this video, but thank you all very much for tuning in, and don't forget to give this a thumbs up. In order to get this video circulated on the YouTube, I did hear if you give it a thumbs up, and it had at least, I guess, 2,000 views and maybe 1 day or 2 day, it will help. YouTube will promote the video, and that's how the system works. You give it a thumbs up and view it, and they promote it, and we really do need this promoted. You're very welcome. Thank you all. Thank you all very much for subscribing to this Facebook page. I've got Facebook and YouTube, to both pages. How about that? Thank you for subscribing and following, because it truly is interesting, and it's nice to be on a journey.